Hello, my name is Kyle Sullivan. I'm listed as the director of Guard of the Gods, but that's just what IMDb is going to say, and we all know that anybody can make that what they want. I'm here with Natalie Bonner, who did our makeup for Garden of the Gods, and is a Birmingham local. Is that true?
Yes, it is. I am from Birmingham. I was from Coleman, and we moved here not too long ago. So, yep, in Birmingham.
Is makeup the thing you've always wanted to do in production? Have you been in other departments by chance?
I have. So I actually got started in the film industry about 10 years ago, fresh out of college, and I started out in acting and modeling. And from there, I got involved with hair and makeup and just totally fell in love with, getting everybody beautiful and ready for the screen. I definitely prefer to be behind the camera. So I do enjoy acting and modeling when those occasions present themselves. But for the most part, definitely your hair and makeup artist that loves to be behind the scenes getting everybody ready for the big screen. I have also done some second AD work and really enjoy that. It reminds me of everything I'm pretty good at, just managing people and encouraging the crew.
Telling people what to do, I hear. Yeah.
Telling people what to do.
Yeah.
My roommates and my fiance will definitely second that. I'm type A, so it fits my personality.
Ah, there you go. Is type A, is that something that attracts makeup artists? Is that a good fit?
I think it just depends on the person. I definitely think it's a wonderful quality for a makeup artist to have because you're usually dealing with really tight deadlines. You're dealing with tons of different personalities on set. So your job is to, be the best leader for your department you can be, to make sure that you are on time, that you're just doing your job as well as you can. And at the end of the day, you have to remember it's not about you. It's about your talent and just getting them ready and making sure they have everything they need and making sure that everyone's on schedule because time is money. So
time is money, yeah.
Yeah.
So, Natalie, I've got 5 questions I'm going to ask you.
Okay.
And, not all of them have right answers. Question number 1, and I heard this through the grapevine, Katie, that you started out somewhere in life as an English major?
Yes. Oh my gosh. English has been a part of my life for as long as I can remember. I started my high school's newspaper. I went on to write for my college's newspaper as their features editor. And then once I finished that, I was the newsroom editor for a small paper in Coleman. And after spending half of my life doing that, I decided to take a little bit of a break. But yeah, my background is in broadcast journalism, print, radio, television. So you'd think I would be a little bit more comfortable in front of the camera, but
no,
here we are. So
being in front of the camera is really hard, actually.
Yeah.
I don't do it very well. Does the English major stuff kind of inform what you're doing on a set? It doesn't seem like a natural connection between that and makeup, but I guess there's a connection point for you.
There is. So in college, my major was English and my minor was theater. So there's always a happy marriage, I feel, between literary works and, the theatrical performance of it, be it on stage or on screen. So for me, it was just a really kind of nice combination of the two, a nice marriage between my two interests. So whenever I was in college, I quickly found out I was not very good at theater, but I found out I was very good at stage managing and doing hair and makeup. So that's where it all kind of started from.
Okay.
And for me, English was just, all about telling stories, all about capturing the voice and intent of your characters. So for me, it was just a natural merge between English and theater.
Okay, all right.
Was that a good answer?
Hey, that was your answer. That's
That's
great.
good.
If follow-up question to that, if you had a production crew the rest of your life and you could only pick one department to be in, is makeup going to be the department?
Absolutely.
Are you hoping to be like a director at some point? Do you want to write your own thing?
I've always been into writing. My fiance and I have toyed with the the idea of writing a screenplay, I'm sure we'll do that at some point. But no, I have given a lot of thought to where I would like my future to go. And while I have always had a great love for acting and modeling, even second AD, I mean, I love all of those different roles and stepping into them and getting to live in those worlds for a little bit. But hair and makeup is definitely where I'm most comfortable and where I most thrive. For me, it's never just hair and makeup. You're bringing a character to life. Every stroke of choice on the face of your actor is to me very telling. What kind of eyebrows you want to give them, what colors complement their features, what telltale sign is this character going to have. So for me, it's just it's everything I ever wanted to do. So for me, it's where I live most comfortably and seem to flourish. So.
All right. Well, you did an absolute bang-on job for Garden of the Gods.
Thank you.
In fact, I want to ask you a question specifically about that.
Sure.
About our character Felix has asthma. And so one of the things you had to track through the course of the story in the film was the progression of his, the intensity of how that asthma was affecting him. Do you want to talk a little bit about how you managed that? How do you keep track of those kinds of details when the shoot days can be jumbled? Especially, we shot ours linearly. We had the luxury of that. But,
yes, we did.
If you're not, how do you track a detail like that?
Very meticulously. As a makeup artist, you should be taking very detailed shots at every point and turn that you are creating and crafting makeup looks, any kind of changes. For me, if I ever am on a project where we are jumping around like that, it can be frustrating if you're not prepared. So the best piece of advice that I have to give to a fellow makeup artist or someone that may not have done that before is always keep copious notes. I mean, I write down what palettes I use. I write down everything I've done that day on my characters, and I take really great progression notes. For Felix especially, he started off, I have a great little combination makeup thing that I posted. It's got all 4 of his looks, or 3, I can't remember, it's 3. So 3 different looks in one photo, and you can see the progression. So the very first look, he's a little irritated and pink, and then it moves on to the second look where he's full flushed red face, very splotchy, a little bit of bluish because he's slowly suffocating, onto the final look where he is extremely pale from lack of air, suffocation, and he has more of the near-death kind of look, which is the blues and the purples are starting to come out from the lack of oxygen that he doesn't have.
Experiencing.
So for me, it looks like that, the border on special effects, which I also love to do, but it kind of lets me marry both, just standard kind of makeup, but also with a twist with a special effects kind of added in. So it was a very, very fun look for me to do. I'm sure people were probably traumatized by it because it's definitely a scary thing to see, beautiful Daniel. Both of our lead actors have the most amazing skin. They were beautiful guys to get to work on. And so to get Daniel's skin to that level, I was just really grateful to have a patient actor in my chair. He was great to work on. So was Marley. Just a really excellent casting crew. It made my job very easy.
Yeah, we had a great team, man. And Marley and Daniel really did. They were very patient with us. It was very nice.
They were great. They were so great to have on set. It's always great when you have, people with great personalities that came to be a part of a team, and none of them. Nobody on set had an ego. It was a lot of camaraderie on set. I really enjoyed it.
Yeah, we skipped all the angry shouting and went to Kumbaya. It was nice.
Yeah, it was nice. I listened to one of your interviews though. You said how, because we were filming so late into the night, we were all just kind of in that chill mode, and it was great. Definitely boosted the film family, the core of it. So I feel like everyone got a little closer.
We could have gone for a couple more weeks, I hope.
Yeah.
Do you have a favorite shoot day for Garden of the Gods, and why?
Okay, so I have two favorite shoot dates. The first would be the Day of the Dead scene because I greatly enjoyed working with Ashley. She was a part of the production. She's a friend of Katie's.
Ashley
She
Kitchens,
is,
yeah.
she's a trained face painting pro. And if you think that you can just do face painting, let me tell you, you can't. At least not to the degree that Ashley can do it. Ashley is a phenomenal pro, and I watched her for a little bit and replicated the looks as best I could, and everyone looked great. We had extras showing up that are part of the Birmingham Day of the Dead celebration every year, so they looked beautiful. Their outfits, wardrobe was just on point. Everyone looked great. So I really enjoyed the face painting part of the day because I don't really encounter that with regular everyday makeup. I'm either on set, doing kind of more natural looks or getting a bride ready for a photo shoot or her big day. So that was definitely a change of pace for me, which I enjoyed learning from a fellow makeup artist. I feel like you're never too, big to learn anything, and I learned a lot that day, and I'm very grateful for that. So that was awesome. And then, of course, my second day would have to be where I really got to stretch my skills and do the progression of the asthma suffocation kind of attack that he had. As a fellow asthma sufferer, I can tell you, I know exactly how you're supposed to look because,
Really?
Yeah, I've never had a horrible asthma attack, thank goodness, but I've definitely had moments where I have struggled to breathe, and you get super red and very flushed, and it's very uncomfortable. So
that absolutely informed how you were making Daniela.
absolutely. I mean, obviously, as a makeup artist, you can do your own research online and look for certain photos. I have an archive that I pull from anytime I need a look. So I'm set there, but also as a fellow asthma sufferer, yes, I did personally know exactly kind of where to pull from and what colors he needed to kind of convey that look.
Yeah, that's a testament to how crazy things were on set. I had no idea. There was a lot of moving parts that day.
Yeah, it was definitely a big production, but we totally nailed it. We did a great job.
Let's see. Question number 4. And it's a question I've asked the others. What movie or film have you seen the most? Doesn't have to be your favorite, but if you were stacking up the numbers and which one you happen to have actually watched the most, which one would that be?
Okay, so my fiance and I have this running joke where I basically haven't really watched a ton of movies. There are a couple of movies that obviously I could put on and watch over and over. Some of those are like The Night Before Christmas or Edward Scissorhands, something kind of early Tim Burton-y. I kind of end up digging those a little bit more. But I am a huge television fan. If you want, I am like all about television. So I'm gonna like give you a twist on your answer and tell you that the one TV show that I have always watched and had on repeat since it came out was, and don't judge me, it's my favorite, Buffy the Vampire Slayer. So
no judgment.
I know, yeah,
no judgment at all.
I literally am obsessed with Buffy. That's probably, if you're my friend, you know that. I could name like every scene, every character. I know everything about it. I even used my English senior paper to write about that. I'm just, totally infatuated with it. So
no, that's a delightful
a twist
show.
on your answer. Yeah.
That's a great answer. That's a delightful show. Yeah, and a lot of you either like hot or cold on it. There's no middle ground, I think.
I totally agree, and obviously watching it now, it probably hasn't aged as well as what it would have if it had been made now. But you're talking about a show that came out in 1997 for what it is, for where it came from. The CGI even is not like atrocious, and in those seasons for what it was at the time. But I love Buffy. I could talk about it forever.
All right. I've got a fifth and final question for you.
Okay.
I'm looking for the capital of New Zealand. Any ideas?
No, I don't have a clue.
I can give you a clue.
Okay.
Begins with the letter W.
You're not helping me, Kyle.
Okay, that's fair.
No idea.
Wellington.
Wellington. Okay. Well, I'll never forget it. I'll tell you that.
Like the
So,
steak, I guess. Wellington steak. I don't know.
I don't know. I did meet an actress from New Zealand. Her accent was incredible. Her name was Zoe Bell. She doubles for Uma Thurman a lot. She's also been in her own stuff with Quentin Tarantino.
Ooh.
She was telling me all about New Zealand a long time ago when we were on set together. So that's really all I know about New Zealand. Is I had that one friend from there, but I know it's a beautiful place. But now I know the capital.
Beautiful place, and it has a city, at least one. Well, cool. Thank you very much, Natalie, for taking the time. I really
You're
appreciate
welcome.
it. And
Thank you.
yeah, talk to you in the near future, I guess.
Sounds great. I'll see you later.